He started getting into production right when I was getting into my songwriting, and we went to high school together. And like throughout college, I was like, I see that you're, trying to do some production work. You want to help me? Because like apparently I need music. Like
some background.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what everyone keeps saying.
People keep saying, so like help me. And
might as well.
Yeah, and I felt comfortable, and he's a great musician, so I was able to work with him on that song. And yeah, that is from personal experience. I started writing it. It's the way it went though is I start writing the song sometimes, and something will happen, and I'll get inspiration to finish it. So I had started writing that song about something else, like just random thing. Like that song was like, I started it off like very, I really don't remember what I started writing that about, and I put it away for a while, and then I started dating someone, and I got my heart broken and all that fun stuff, and I was like, this is, and I literally like that, I remember like that week I was like, what do I have? Like, and I went like on my notes, and I was like, oh yeah, this was a good song. Like I remember liking like the way I played the guitar on it, and I was like, okay, like the guitar has more of a beat to it, like, and so I was able to finish the song after that breakup, and so yeah, like I had started it about something else, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I was alluding to that. I figured something happened along those lines.
No, that's great.
That's what I wanted to know. But
for sure.
That's crazy to me. It's like more of like a coping mechanism in a sense, because like you said, you got your heart broken, and within that week you're like, what song do I have that I can like write on top of this? Whereas the average person just has to deal with that heartbreak.
Yeah,
it's therapeutic.
It's very therapeutic. Like I remember I wrote it and I was like, dang, this is so good. Like it felt so good, and like it took me a while to get to the point to record it. So I recorded that I think maybe 2-3 years ago, and I had written it probably 5 years ago. But like as far as like the just life experiences, it's so writing is that's my thing. Like it gets me through. Even if I'm like sad, happy, I'm like I could write about this. Like, and I'm becoming more and more comfortable like with me as a person to the point where I'm like letting go of like like the idea that I need to be like this type of songwriter. I need to be writing like this, and I'm just doing more like me, like just how I was in the beginning.
How often are you writing? Daily?
Daily now. Ever since I moved to New York, it's been daily. But the thing is, I was in a 9-to-5 back home. I wasn't happy. Like, I just knew I wasn't living in my purpose. Like, something just...
Detroit wasn't doing it?
No, like, I was just like...
Sorry,
I want everybody to know. I'm going to give them your Twitter handle. Follow you. I'm kidding. But yeah, it wasn't doing it for me. Detroit wasn't doing it for me, and like I was performing a lot in Detroit though, but I had writer's block. I had it off and on for like 4 years. Like every time I dated, I'd get writer's block. Whenever I had a boyfriend, I wouldn't be able to write. I would literally.
Your focus was off. What?
I think it was focus, and I think that I was dating people that weren't there for it. If that makes sense. Like it was more so I wasn't dating people that. Like were encouraging me to do it was literally like...
Yeah, they're taking you away from
it was taking me away from my craft. And I was like, this is...
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, I got a couple songs.
I got a couple
diss tracks. But, Detroit it's a cool place, but for me, it just wasn't a good fit. I was really uninspired. Like I said, I was working a 9-to-5 that I liked, but it was just like, means to an end. Like, I know in my heart that this isn't what I want to do. And I had never said to myself, since I was like 13, when I was like, I moved to New York to be a singer, I had never said it out loud that I can do this. Like, that wasn't something that, as an adult, like, in reality, that I was telling myself. But I got to the point where I was like, life is too short. Like, it's possible. Like, I don't see, there are people that are moving here making it, there are people with less than me that are able to pursue their music because they believe in themselves. And I think that that's what I was lacking. And so, I had kind of like a coming to moment. I went to California this summer, like Northern California, in like the mountains, secluded from everything, just like visiting a friend who was also a singer-songwriter, and stayed there for a week. And like, I was like, I can't go back to Michigan. And that was in July. And I was like, I can't go back to Michigan. I was like, I can't stay here because I don't want to live with this person. And I was like, I can't stay here, but I can't go back. And I was like, I think I'm going to move to New York City. Like, if my brother lives here, He's been living here for 5 years. New York has always been on my radar, but I always had a new excuse. I always had a new reason why I couldn't move. It was always like, well, your lease. Wow. What about your lease, Antonia? Like, I always had a new reason, like, why? Like, well, you need to make sure you have a job, all these things. And I was in California, and I was like, I don't care. Like, I'm just going to do it. And I left California, and I came back, this was, like, last week of July. And I told everyone, I'm like, I'm moving to New York in a month. And my mom was like, wait, what? You're leaving?
Take the belt.
My mom was like devastated. She was like, well, if it's your dream, you know. She was like, it's your dream, okay. Like, and so I had to figure it all out. There was a lot of loose ends I had to tie up. I did have an apartment lease. And I had it through March, but my sister just happened to get out of a relationship with who she was living with and had nowhere to live and was enrolled at a college that's downtown in Detroit and was like, I don't have anywhere to stay. I was like, this is perfect. So she took over my lease and my brother was like, well, you can come stay on my couch as long as you need to. And I was like, he was like, I don't care. He's like, if you're pursuing your music, you can stay here as long as you want. And he's like, but you have to pursue your music. He's like, don't get a full-time job. He was like, that's the easy way out. My brother, he's got my back. Like, he's very firm and, like, he don't play, but, like, he's got my back. And with, like, just, like, the support of my friends and family, within a month, I moved here in September. So I, like, made the decision in July and got everything together and left in September. Yeah.
And how's life been since?
It's been crazy. Like, I've performed more here than I was performing in Detroit.
That's
like,
how life is in New York City.
It's so awesome.
So many opportunities.
I'm like, this is exactly what I needed. I was like, this is what I wanted. Like, and I am still, like, starting off. Like, there's, like, I have a whole list of, like, my goals, what I want to, you know, where I want to go next. Like,
never written down?
Oh, yeah. I have them written down. I keep them, like, timestamped, too. So I know, I'm like, I said this then, you know? So, like,
wow.
yeah. And so, you know, like, right now, it's really, I'm just trying to get my name out there and just performing as much as possible with my guitar. But, like, eventually I want to be with a band, you know, booking, like, more paid gigs, like, at, like, more of the, like, prominent venues. That's, like, my next, you know, like, goal. And in the midst of all that, I'm writing a lot. So, you know, there's still that other, you know, avenue of, you know, revenue in the music industry, songwriting.
Yeah.
You know, like, even if I'm not performing most of these songs, like, if I meet the right people and connect with the right people
that's
and
a
make
major
these songs, then, you know, that's something too. So I'm, like, thinking, like, business-wise, and I'm also thinking, like, creative-wise and, like, performance-wise and branding-wise. I'm, like, thinking the whole big picture for myself. And, like, I feel like a new person, you know, so I'm like, who am I as an artist right now? Like, I'm figuring it out, but I'm, like, definitely feeling more certain than I was a year ago, you know, so it's been...
More like rejuvenated?
Yes. I feel so motivated, and the city makes me feel that way, too, because everybody here is, like, best of the best. Everybody here is on the move. Everybody here is determined. Everybody here is, you know...
But a lot
well,
of
you know what I mean,
yeah,
like, a lot of the
folks
people that are... You know, like me as an artist coming to the city are coming in here because they believe in themselves. And I like that. Like, being around that, I love it. Like, that feeds me and it's a positive wave. You know, like, that's positivity. And not saying, like, Detroit doesn't necessarily have it because I love my city. But, you know, I didn't have that. It wasn't enough for me. Like, I needed more. Like, I was like, I can't be playing the same, like, in front of the same crowd every month. You know, like, and obviously, like, I had, like, a fan base, so people would come to my shows, but it would get to the point where it was, like, everyone just come to the same show, supporting the same people, like, you know, and I wanted something different. And also, my sound isn't full-on R&B. So, like, for me, I never felt like I, like, fit into, like, the R&B scene, you know? And so, like, for me, it was like, I'm more, like, acoustic-y R&B folk, you know? And so I'm trying to find a niche and explore, and I think New York is a good starting point, even though, like, I'm not necessarily doing it, you know, early time in my life. I'm just like, I'd rather do it late than never.
It's been 2 months, right?
Yeah, it's only been 2
You got
months.
some time.
Yeah.
Yo, we should link her with NYC Grind.
Yes.
Yes, you definitely have to get linked with them. They do a bunch of, it's not just like musicians, it's just like talent showcases
Oh, dope,
all throughout Brooklyn, and it'd be mad people up in there.
Oh, wow.
It's packed.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, we'll have to link you with them. But then secondly, I wanted to say, I'm so glad that you're thinking about the bigger picture as far as like your songwriting and things of that nature, because me and my girl were just watching Escape. They have some new reality TV show on
Yes,
Bravo.
yeah.
And like
Wait, what?
Escape, the group
With Tiny?
the Tiny
Yeah.
and
I
Candy.
thought they hated each other.
They did. They got it together. They need some.
They got it.
But
They get it together.
For the money.
they need some money. But no. But you know who doesn't need the money is Candy. Candy Boris.
Yeah.
She's a writer.
She wrote so many songs I didn't even know. She wrote No Scrubs.